What is going on, guys? It's your boy icjosh, and we are here to literally talk about a lot. As you can see up here, we do have Gotenks. He was confirmed to be getting an EZA, so he is the original tech god lead, and this brings up a lot of information and a lot of speculation from all the other god leads as well of them getting EZAs. This might be the time where we go back to the god lead meta. We go back to the mono teams and stuff, like instead of just regular mono teams of STR or anything, we go back to the god lead teams where we can run all tech units on a team and stuff like that. First of all, I just want to go ahead and say right now, this is going to be a longer video, so if you haven't already, go get you some snacks, like the video, pause, all that stuff like that. Go get you some stuff. We're going to be talking about all this stuff all the way through, and the possibility of other cards getting EZAs as well in this one too. But starting off with Gotenks, because again, he is confirmed, because we're going to be getting that kid Goku that is going to transform into Ozaru as well, and it looks like where there's going to be a Demon King Piccolo and all that stuff in there. I think there's another Master Roshi in there too, if I didn't see on that banner and stuff like that. So looks very interesting on that, and I think that Goku, and then I think before I said on the stream where I wanted him to be like a Dragon Ball or something like that leader, but it looks like, yeah, I think he's going to be like a boy. I think I think it's like boys and girls category, but I'm just going to call it the youth category because boys and girls category don't seem right. Hopefully that's a translation error, but I'm going to call it the youth category. So it's going to be like all the kids and stuff like that. So again, he does fit in. That's why he's getting his EZA popped up through here. But again, Gotenks, tech type plus 3 key HP attacking defense 70%. I would personally like to see this pass 120 and maybe go to like 130, 140 possibly. I would love it for it to be 150 and give him a huge jump up, and then go back to kind of like being able to do that mono and stuff like that, because after the first year anniversary, that's when we started getting these guys. So I would personally like to see that happen, and then go back up to being able to run tech, like mono tech teams and stuff like it. Doesn't matter if it doesn't matter if they're super or extreme, you're just able to run all of them. I would personally love to see that. But again, it may be a little too high for that one. I think possibly in just real time, I think they probably go maybe like 100%, maybe even 120%, and match the other mono team leads. You know, the Super Saiyan 4s and all them may match that, but I doubt it. I would love to see them skyrocket this up to 150, and that's just me putting in my 2 cents of that one. Even though I don't think that's going to happen, I would love to see it happen. But it's probably going to be somewhere around 100% and stuff like that they get after the EZA, especially for Gotenks and stuff like that. And I'm speculating for all of them being that leader, because they're all going to be the same type of leader. That's what I'm going to go ahead and assume. Just for Gotenks is different because he does have the 3 super attacks and stuff like that. I personally think I would like to see it after he EZAs. I would like to see them take the 9 and 10 key super and the 12 key super, chuck them away, and just keep the 11 key super, because that's the strongest one. And it still causes immense damage and massively raises attack for 1. So I would like to keep it as massively raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage, and greatly lowers defense. And that's just his 1 super attack, because again, you pretty much struggle with him, especially in fusions and stuff like that. You pretty much struggle with him getting that 11 key super attack usually, because of all the links and everything, and you're already getting 6 key right off the bat. So, and once you factor in trying to get an orb and all that stuff, it's usually you're rounding out getting either the 12 key super attack probably like all the time. So I would just like to kick those 2, give him that one, and then give him all of the stats and everything was going to be for mastery raising attack, and then greatly lowering defense and stuff like that, just for 1 attack, and that'd be good. Then for his passive, you can keep the attack 120%, but probably give him like defense 90%, maybe even 70%. But probably no less than 70%, because you kind of want this guy to start tanking as well too. And I doubt they're probably going to give an active skill at all with this one, even though after the 4-year anniversary, things they would start doing, you would think they would start giving active skills and stuff like that out a little bit more. I doubt that they're going to give active skills out to the EZAs. I think it's probably just going to be Dokkan Fest cards and stuff. So probably no active skill for him. I'd be shocked if he does get an active skill, but again, give him some defense and he should be good, because with that SA, because with being SA 15 and then getting that immense modifier with that one as well, and plus his stats right now like 14,000 for each HP and attack, and then defense at almost 10,000. I would personally probably say maybe giving him an extra maybe like 2,000 on defense, so it's about 11,900, and then maybe giving him like maybe 2,000 or maybe almost 3,000, probably 3,000 HP and attack on top of it, and he should be good, sitting around 17,000 HP, 17,700 and 57 attack, and 11,000, almost 12,000 defense. I think for that would be amazing. Even if he does go up to just 100%, I think that would probably be really good for him. And again, I'm hoping and praying that he goes higher up and they just give him like 100, they shoot him up to 150, and that'd be like some of the new metas, and give these guys even more reason to run them, because right now no one's really running these old godlies or anything like that, man. The one guy we know really needs that EZA that we were talking about beforehand, Broly, not naming no names, Broly, but Broly needs it. And what I mean by he and Broly is Broly is who I'm talking about. He really needs it. He's all the way in the back up here. We're gonna get to him later on, but he definitely needs it. But other than that, I feel like they could possibly do that for his EZA. And you guys know how they do when they do the EZA's first hand. The card is the first card, is the one that's featured, gets the EZA, and then the next EZA that they do, they usually give they go back to the first EZA, and they give maybe some cards, some EZAs as well. So going back on his event, you could see these guys right here. They get EZAs now, well, not EZAs, but they do Dokkan. So again, you have the first one, and then you have the second one here. So again, the tech one is the first one that comes through. If physical Gotenks gets an EZA the second time around, or even the STR one, that would be really good, especially for the physical one. My God, that would skyrocket the physical one up. Even though right now the physical still gets played. I have him rainbow. He still gets played on the Fusions team just because of the ceiling stuff. So he's still good. If he gets an EZA as well through with it, then oh my goodness, just go ahead and be incredibly happy and be ready to run him on almost any team that you can run him on, in all seriousness, because he's going to be crazy good. Now, popping off over here, I don't want to talk about the second ones too much, because again, that's just a speculation they could possibly do. Now, here's the guy right here that I think everyone is probably the most excited for to get an EZA. And as you can already see from Gotenks' stats to his stats, he literally has 1,000 on HP and attack on Gotenks, pretty much, and actually a little bit more than 1,000 on HP than Gotenks, but a little bit more on attack too. But again, you know what I mean. He has roughly over 1,000. So this guy, if he gets the same, and he's 150 as well, or 100%, or even 120%, whatever they want to give him, even 90%. I hope it's not 90%, because I think we have a couple of cards that are still 90% as well too. So I hope not. I think the OG LRs as well too are 90%. So hopefully they don't do that. Hopefully it's a higher up and give these guys a lot more. Now this guy causes immense damage and allies attack 30% for one turn. Right there, if you give him, if he goes up to allies attack 40% or 50% or even 30% for 2 turns with his immense damage at SA 15, that's already great. And damage received from normal attacks is minus 80%. If they do minus 90% and he still counters with tremendous power, just know that him countering with tremendous power is already going to be higher up, because again, his stats are going to go up as well. And you already know that even right now, whenever he gets additional attacks, it still helps his own attack whenever because he still gets a 30% attack whenever he does an additional attack as well too. That's why you see his attack go up, and also his counters as well. So if you give him 90 counters with if you give him attack minus 90% on normal attacks, crazy. Even if you give him a chance to even dodge and counter super attacks as well. So even if you just keep it at 80% and give him the chance to dodge or counter super attacks as well, and you can even give him just counters normal attacks. He's just going to always counter normal attacks, and give him like a medium chance to counter super attacks or a low chance to counter super attacks. He's still going to be crazy good, and especially with his stats going up. Again, if I doubt they're going to give a leader active skill, but you know what I'm going with there. If they do give him an active skill, still crazy. His stats would still be literally insane if they do give a 3,000. You're looking at 18,000, and 12,000 on defense right there, and that guy's literally like, what you gonna do with that? This one by far is probably Super Vegito is by far probably going to be the one that's probably seriously going to be one of the most busted ones. of him, because again, a lot of people have this guy and have him 100% or at least 2 dupes in him and stuff like that, and you already know he's going to be coming back whenever, if they do the EZA, he's going to have his EZA banner as well too. So he's going to be crazy stupid. So again, if you do get any, I'm just saying right now because we got Gotenks out, so it's pretty much probably confirming the rest of them. So if you even get this guy anymore, just don't be mad at it at all, especially unless you have, well, even if you have him rainbow, there you go, you already have a next copy. Just go ahead and get that one SA5 and be good with it, just in case. And going back to his banner with everything as well, as you can see, I think for some reason I think his is just the same. No, it's not the same metals. It's very interesting. I think the I want to say this, the intelligence and the intelligence and the tech one, I think they would probably get their awakenings off of it, so that would be good. Yeah, so they just put it on one line right here because it's just these two. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's just them two. I think it is. Yeah, it's just them, because he's the only one of Dokkan Awakens, I think, from that. But again, if you get these two, the base form Vegetos that are going to, again, you already know that this guy over here, the tech one's pretty good right now because he's a supporter. He's still I think some people still kind of put him on teams and stuff, especially Batara. Every now and then, you guys let me know if you run him on your Batara or nothing. But I know some people do run him on Batara just because of attack and defense, 30% for all allies, and it's passive. So again, if he does get an EZA too, coming back through it, you can bump that up, and he could probably be like 40%, or even, I doubt they'll go 50%, but 40%, maybe even 45%, something like that. He'd still be crazy stupid good. Attack 12% for every key spirit obtained for the intelligence one. They can pop in defense on that as well, and maybe go up to like maybe 15%, 14%, something along the lines of that, because I think sales 15% or something along the lines of that. So yeah, he could get even more play as well too, and make him better, especially with the defense stuff like that. He would be really good in all seriousness, because I know a lot of people don't run the intelligence one all that much anymore. But trust me, if you get him with some with defense on it as well too, yeah, he'd be pretty solid. Now this one, Buuhan is one that I'm like, I'm sort of interested on, and at the same time I'm not. I think I have like 3 dupes in him right now, so I'm just like, he's pretty much like, he's like Gotenks right now. For me, I would be like, I think his super ghost kamikaze attack, having a 30% chance for it, is the one that I'm just like, just instead of giving him the 30% chance, just go ahead and make a super ghost kamikaze attack, because it's the strongest one. Just do away with that, just give him that one, and then give him the immense damage, and greatly it sees like immense damage that lowers attack and defense, and causes immense damage causes immense damage to the enemy with greater power. Just give him causes immense damage to the enemy with greater power, and lowers attack and defense, and maybe like greatly lowers attack and defense, and you're good on that one. Just put it all in, just condense it all into one, like Gotenks, be done with it. And then for every orb retained, attack plus 12%. You could probably go attack plus 12%, maybe defense like 5%, and then recovers 5,000 HP, or even yeah, I would say 5,000, because I was going to say roughly around 10,000, but think about all the orbs that you can get from that one. You could probably like literally heal yourself all the way back up if that was the case. Especially if you were like changing the field, nuking with him and stuff like that. You could go crazy stupid with this one. So I'd probably say maybe keep it around 5,000, maybe 6,000, and be good with that one. And obviously his stats would be pretty damn good as well. And I think that this guy would probably get a lot more play. Again, I'm really pushing for these guys to be, I won't be heartbroken if they're not 150% or 120%, but I'm really hoping that they give him more justice, because they are the OG God leads. And I would love to see them come back into play. I personally love the monos and stuff like that. So I would love to see everyone going back to running mono teams now, when not having restrictions on super or extreme, and seeing how good your teams could be nowadays with all the cards that came out and everything now. So I think that would be really, really, really solid. But again, this guy would be pretty vicious, I would say. Pretty vicious. SA15 on that too. You gotta still count in SA15. I think Gotenks is still hit for like 1 million and something. And I think all these guys could probably hit somewhere around 1 million if on the right teams and stuff like that. So yeah, with that one, they're probably going to be going up to a 1.5, 1.6 on some, maybe a little bit higher than that. But going back to Buu right here, this was obviously the second one. So the first one was you had Buff Buu here that could probably get an awakening, well, not awakening, but an Extreme Z with it as well. And you had these two that were the free to play Buuhan, well, Majin Buu, that was Piccolo, and then Gotenks and Buccolo, whichever one you want to call them. They had those in there as well. I think this guy, the physical one, I think he had an awakening from that one too, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I want to say he did. I want to say he did, but they're not showing it right here. Let me make sure by clicking on them really quick before I give you some false information. Oh, no, he didn't from that. Never mind. I was going to give you some false information. No, he didn't. But either way, I doubt they would do that. But I don't know. I guess on that one, it would just probably be Buff Buu, which, again, Buff Boo's not really that bad. But, I mean, I could see him getting an EZA. The big things is if they would EZA these two guys right here, because that would be very interesting if they EZA them, because they're not incredibly bad. Again, you can see that Buccolo recovering 30%, recover 30% of damage dealt as health, attack 12% for every STR key spirit tank. So again, he's a nuker for that, for the STR one Gotenks. So again, it's not bad for them too, but I'm thinking that possibly only probably Majin Buu with South Supreme Kai Absorb would probably be the only one that would, because plus 2 key and attack 70% when HP is 99% or below. So I can see that happening or something like that. Now, getting down to the last two, which is Omega, and then obviously we're gonna get to that last one. We all know who that is. Omega is pretty decent already. I mean, I don't see them doing anything else unless they add attack. So unless they add greatly lowers attack and defense on that, on a super attack, but that's pretty much about it on that one. Now, getting down to his passive at attack plus 80%, and then all enemies attack minus 30%. I'm a little I don't know. I guess, to be honest, for him, because he still can tank every now and then, if I'm not mistaken. I know when he used to use him back in, he was tanking bad because of his a passive kicking in with all enemies attack minus 30%, so it's hitting less. But I can see him probably getting maybe 120% attack and maybe a little bit of defense, and probably all enemies attack minus like 50% or 40% or something, or maybe attack and defense. So maybe he gets attack and defense 80% or even 90%. Hell, I'd be fine with 100%. Really, that'd be ideal for him to have attack and defense 100%, and then all enemies attack minus like 40%, and maybe attack and defense minus 40%, even though he does already lower defense here. I mean, he just would be a defensive lowering wrecking machine on that one. That way he can hit harder, but he would still have solid stats as well too. Just again, if they're giving like 3,000, and then maybe like 2,000, so 13,000 defense, really good. 17,000, I think that would be pretty solid for him as well. And then going to the Shadow Dragons is kind of like nothing else. I don't think. No. I think this. I want to. No. He doesn't. He uses the marks as well too. If I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think who else actually. Is it Shenron? Oh, is that no? That was the older one. So maybe it is just Omega. That awakens from his event, from that old event, and that's it. Yeah, it might be, because I think the other ones are for that one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think that's when they start doing his Senshin run like that, because he gets his awaken here. Yeah, I think he needs some medals. Let me check that, make sure, because I have him too, and I keep forgetting. No, he takes the OG. Oh, okay. He takes the OG medals. Yeah, if he gets an EZA, he'll be pretty decent. He'll be pretty solid. Low key, if he does get an EZA, he is going to be really that Shadow Dragon team is going to be literally insane. Like, let's just face it, it's already good. And so if you add him with the EZA in there, it's hitting somewhere around 1.3, 1.4 and stuff like that on that team, especially linked with Omega. With EZA, he's probably hitting more than that. I'm just lowballing him a little bit, but because I have him 100%, and he's probably going to be doing crazy stupid damage as well too. And low-key, that I might, to be honest, having Omega and having him 100%, if he does get an EZA, I'm actually I'm all right with that. Like, I'm actually all right with that, because he's going to be really solid. And I know some people are probably sitting back looking at this like, wait a minute, I got this guy, I got this person 100%, I got that person 100%. I hope they get EZAs and stuff like that. Like, for real, I'm there with you right here. That's why we're doing this video talking about it. Now, the last person that probably should have been the first person to get the EZA, let's be honest here, is literally Broly. Broly's hot garbage. And that's putting it lightly. That's putting it PG. He is hot garbage, and I 100% mean that. Out of all of the other people, Broly, first of all, he does supreme damage, and if I'm not mistaken, that's immense damage, immense damage, immense damage, immense damage, immense damage, and then you have extreme damage right here. Supreme damage. So already he got the shaft. Paths to skill, attack plus 7,000. Attack with an additional super attack when key is 8 or more. That's not the bad part about it. That is not the bad part at all about it. That's still pretty nice. Matter of fact, I would be okay if they brung that down to like 7, 7 or hell even 6, but probably 7 would be dope. If they just lowered it down one more to 7, already great. But they're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to do two things. They're gonna have to give this man a proper percentage of attack and defense, and I'm looking to probably about 90, maybe 100. I think 120. This guy starts getting pretty busted. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you look at his stats right now, you have about 3,000 on attack and HP. You're getting literally 18,000. You're getting 17,000. His defense, you know, you probably get about, maybe he may break 10,000 after the EZA, if he does. By the way, you got to give him at least 100 attack, 100% attack and defense, 100% attack and defense, and then additional super attack when key is 7 or more. Broly starts getting redeemed. Obviously, you change that from supreme to immense, like as it should have been in the first place. Right there, he's already a better card. And then again, if his leader skill is 150 or anything like that, that's just going to be glorious. Just be honest with you, that's going to be glorious, because again, movie boss is pure Saiyans and then full power. That's not even counting in the fact that you would be able to run the new Dragon Ball Super Broly in there as well too. You're already destined for some fire right there, and he literally needs the EZA. Honestly, I wouldn't be upset if he got the EZA after Gotenks, because he is literally the one that needs it the freaking most. He is absolute hot garbage. And I know people sitting here with like him rainbowed one or with 1 dupe in, 2 dupe in, 3 dupe in. It don't matter, Kenny. Like, I'm telling you, like he's hot garbage for right now. And there's a reason why no one is talking about this man at all. And that's probably a reason why some people are probably excited just to even see this and have the possibility of him getting an EZA and stuff. Because again, if they just EZA this guy and they don't EZA the rest of them, that's going to be ridiculous in the first place. But going through this one, they already the only thing that I could see them doing really is just Broly, and they would be all right with that because again, STR Broly already has an EZA. This Broly goes Super Saiyan 3, but he only goes Super Saiyan 3 in the other Broly's, the Super Saiyan 3 Broly, if Dokkan event. So they're not even going to include him here. So again, that's it. Like Broly's the only one after that, and then after this, they don't have to come back to this no more. Once Broly gets an EZA, which I mean I'm all for, and that's it. But again, Broly needs it the most. I think we can all agree on that one. Broly literally needs it the most. If I had to rank these guys, I would probably say he's going to be Super Vegito is probably going to be the best. Then I would probably go down and saying just for healing purposes, and even still doing some damage because he can still do damage. He's probably going to be the second best. Omega will probably be the third best. Gotenks will probably be the fourth, and then Broly might still be the worst, but it depends if they keep it with 2 super attacks or if they keep it. Actually, you know what? I may drop Broly back out. Wait a minute for a second. Now that I'm factoring in that second super attack that's guaranteed, Super Vegito might be the first, Broly might be the second, and then Buuhan might be the third. I would probably say Omega would probably be the fourth, and then probably Gotenks would be last on that one. Unless they give him defense and stuff like that. If I'm factoring they give him defense and he can actually tank a lot more than he can now, because he really can't tank at all. May have to switch that one around. I could be wrong here. You can put me on record. You can even literally put it in the comment section right now of what I ranked it, and we'll come back later on and see if I was right. But I would probably say that he's still Super Vegeto's gonna be busted. Like, hear me now. There's a lot of rainbow Super Vegetos out there, and I know everybody's out there with them Birdman hands. This man's gonna be the best. And then Broly with that secondary super attack, and that's just if they don't give him launch up to 2 additional super attacks. If they give him launch up to 2 additional super attacks with 100% attacking defense, he might beat. In terms of damage, he'll out damage depending on how many people are there around for countering and stuff like that. But he probably would definitely out damage Super Vegito in terms of just super attack. But I would still have to put him as a second if he gets, especially if he gets up to 2 additional. One, if he just with that 1 additional attack, he's already gonna be doing a lot of damage. 100%. SA 15, you give him a HP attack, you give him attacking defense 100% already. Either way, I'm already drawing this out longer than I wanted to. You guys did enjoy this, and you already know what to do. Be sure to go ahead and that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications where you get notified when we go live, put up more videos. And you guys let me know in the comment section below, what would you rank these guys if they all get their EZAs? What would you rank them? Would you agree with me, or would you disagree with some of these, especially if you have some of them 100% or not? I'm still kind of factoring in the fact that if I have them 100% and stuff, so just bear with me on that one. But again, I don't use a lot of these guys. Have been a minute since I use a lot of them as well too, so you never know. But you guys can let me know in the comment section below, and I'm out. Peace.